You talked a little bit about Kayla, about how good a shape she's in. I mean, she was part of that just incredible team over there. I think they only lost 3 games all season.
Yeah. And that was before they had the incredible team.
Yeah. Is it super important that she's here early with this team, given what you guys are trying to implement this year?
I think it's helpful. Like you're saying, I think given the team and given the sort of newness, and we're running some different things. I know that veterans don't necessarily want to be in training camp, but I think the silver lining in it, I hope that KMac will tell you, one, she's in great shape, so you got to keep that. And two, because we are running some different things, her just being here helping to interpret some of the things that we're talking about is really helpful. She had a good day. She had a good day today.
I think 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, she basically showed up the day before your first game and played.
Yeah, she did. And then last year,
missed 4 games?
Yeah. And then last year, like you said, missed 4 games. Met us in LA. Got off the plane and had to play. So no, this is definitely a much better situation.
You've talked a lot about how important your rotations will be in terms of having a balance of people who can get into the paint or get the defense moving, as it were, and then people who can take advantage of that who can shoot. She's a really big part of that, right?
She is.
I guess people think of her primarily as a three-point shooter, but she can do both, right?
She can. Yeah, no, she can. And that's what I've enjoyed is she's not just a shooter, whether it's her cutting to the basket or her ability to attack the basket on the bounce. So, I think it catches people off guard when she does that because I think they're just thinking three-point line with her. But no, that's valuable as well. I think typically when she's going to drive, she's probably going to get an opportunity to score. But if not, she'll make right reads.
It just would seem like this scheme would suit her.
It should. Like I said, I liked the little bit that we've done. Today was a little more, kind of up and down work in the flow of things. I thought she got really good opportunities, so I'm happy with that.
If you look at her numbers, she's been very steady for you guys. You kind of know every night what you're going to get from her. You're going to get 14 points, 5 rebounds. You know what I mean?
Somehow, some way. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, does she need to do more in this group?
I think the leadership aspect of it, being in a better space mentally, which she seems to be in, but she came that way last year.
Right.
I always say this: you get in the throes of the season, like who are the ones who are going to rise up for you? Who's going to be there for you when the things are hitting the fan? She needs to be able to be that for us. So it's probably a little more intangibles that we're locked in on with her. We know what she's going to give us on the court.
For some reason, I didn't catch what you said yesterday about the game in Toronto, just in terms of what do you think it means, not just for you guys to be there, but for the league.
Yeah, I think it's huge for the league. Clearly, as we consider expansion, that has been a place that we feel like could be a good opportunity. And so the interest that they've shown in a preseason game, being sold out in 20 minutes, I think it's a real strong indicator of the possibility of success for a team there. Obviously, the business side of it, Kathy's handling. The timing of it, when it should happen. The actual transaction. I like what I'm hearing on that front in terms of the valuation of our franchises. As we know, it's the Seattle Storm, as they went through their capital raise, and their valuation is north of $150 million with their new practice facility, et cetera. So this is the best time ever. For our league. So the valuations and being able to have an expansion team that's going to be north of $50 million, that's uncharted water for us. And so, it's I think it's, it's probably what happened, that whole business of selling out in Canada. It's the wave. It's the wave of enthusiasm that we're seeing for women's sports. And Canada's not been any different.
How do you think they chose the teams to go up there?
We're pretty sure that because we had a couple players from Canada. I can't speak to the like Chicago teams being available to do it, willing to do it. Obviously, we had to be willing to do it. Certainly, we were. We were excited about the opportunity.
Natalie will be there?
She will. Yeah. Natalie will be there.
And Bridget obviously will be there.
Bridget will be there.
Are you at all worried that it will interrupt the flow of training camp?
I think it's a good interruption. I think your team's got to be able to handle, sort of the distraction of it all. But it's also, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a hard game. Chicago's, had 2 preseason games under their belt. The way that they're playing is going to be hard to play against for us, and I love all of it. I think it's really good. I think take the Washington situation and take this situation, that makes you feel more prepared as you go into your regular season.
Health still good with Fritz?
Yeah, we're hanging in there.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.